Merry Christmas, everybody. As the time of recording this, it is currently 12 days before Christmas. And well, I wanted to do a little bit of a drawing challenge this year. So I decided to do something called 12 Days of Shiny Hunters. Now, to explain it well, this is where I draw a shiny hunter that I've been watching throughout the years for each day. And for this year, I decided to pick a lot of the shiny hunters who have inspired me this year. And, well, the year before that. And the year before that. You get the point. It's mainly preferably shiny hunters who have been very motivated throughout my life. I had already planned who I wanted to draw for each day, except for one day I was a little bit indecisive. I'm so sorry. I couldn't fit every single person that I have watched, but I wanted to try and just pick the people that I thought would fit the best. Now, would I do this for the next year? Well, maybe. I'm really hoping this challenge goes well. Think of this as a love letter from me to the Shiny Hunter community, and let alone just the Pokemon community in general. I've never been so happy, and this space is just really wonderful to be in. Anyways, let's move on to day one. I think this is a proper way to start it out. Eternal Radiant. Yeah, I have been watching him since his shiny hunting what I pull from a pack of Pokemon cards video. So, I've been there from the beginning. I think it was a proper way for me to start with Eternal Radiant since he has gotten me to the point where I am drawing fan art for a lot of the Poketubers you're going to be seeing now. Every video he came out with was a banger after banger, and honestly, I enjoy his channel and I enjoy his community. I really didn't watch his streams when I first got introduced to him, but just watching his videos overall was just enough for me to be entertained. But it wasn't until possibly the beginning of this year where I wanted to engage more with the Pokemon community. So I went ahead and just started watching his streams while shiny hunting, drawing, whatever. It wasn't until I joined his Discord server where I started to meet a lot of new people, and I eventually started to work with him. Made a thumbnail for him, made another thumbnail for him. You get the point. But something about that really clicked, and it opened my eyes to a lot of other things that I could do. Content creation especially. Now, would I say my editing style would be like his? No, it's a mixture of a lot of other people's. But I tell you, he is on a whole other level when it comes to editing. He's so quick on them. Especially with the giant movies of like shiny hunting, Shalfa Pokemon, or the recent one that he came out with a bunch of the legendaries. It's just, oh my god, it's insane. I also really like that he supports all the artists that he commissions for thumbnails. I think that's really adorable and very sweet and supportive of him. But yeah, that's how I am with Eternal Radiant. I personally love the guy. He's cool. He's really chill to talk with. But let's get with the drawing. Yeah. His favorite Pokemon. Favorite shiny Pokemon. Aegislash. Honestly, awesome choice. Really beautiful Pokemon. I really wanted to give him a dynamic pose, but since this was the first day, I took a lot of time. I believe this one took possibly 4 to 5 hours to finish. And I'm so used to drawing his character by now, so I had a lot of fun and it was very easy for me to draw. I really wanted this challenge to go well, and you know, it did. A lot of people really liked it. Well, I should say really loved it, and it really pushed me to be more determined on drawing the next 11 other drawings for this challenge. Through this challenge, you're gonna probably see a lot of mistakes, or I should say corruptions in my video. You see, I'm recording this with Clip Studio's time skip or speed paint option that you could click before actually drawing. And the thing is, Clip Studio messed up a lot of the speed paints you're gonna see, and I'll even tell you when it happens, but it was upsetting. But thankfully Eternal Radiance didn't start off like that, but you're gonna see it. I will say I really love how the shield came out for Aegislash. It's probably my favorite thing on here. It just looks absolutely pretty, and I love the shading and the lighting on it. It made me happy. And I will say I really do like the background I went with. I wanted to do a sword and shield that looked exactly like Aegislash, so that's what I did. Something nice and simple for me to start out with. But yeah, Eternal Radiant, pretty awesome dude. I hope to work with him more in the future. And with that, keep doing what you're doing with Eternal Radiant. You're awesome. This is probably the most unexpected one. Sea Shrubs. I'm sure a lot of you do not know who he is exactly, but he is somebody I met in Eternal Radiant's Discord and stream. He is one of many of Eternal Radiance's moderators, and overall he's been a really great friend of me this year. He's starting off to be a content creator, going back to streaming, and honestly, as the time of recording this and, it's the end of the year, he's been struggling with Galarian Mr. Mime, and I feel so bad for him. But I just had to put him on this challenge. Like, this dude has been on a roll. Sea Shrubs to me, honestly, has really opened up my doors on being a content creator, and he's just an overall chill and fun dude to hang out with. Like, heck, during the new VGC Shiny Mega 24-hour challenge, that was probably the best time I've had in my life in a while. Well, especially this year. Just hanging out with some other shiny hunters overall and just having a blast. You totally check out that video, I made a whole thing about it. But Shrubs has really helped me out with streaming, and I've been over there supporting him on his streams on his Twitch. Definitely go check that out as well. But anyways, yeah, he's just awesome in general. Goodra being his favorite Pokemon is also Trico. Honestly, that's really adorable. Just a really chill dude in his Goodras. But yeah, I wanted to add Shrubs because I thought it would be cool to add a smaller content creator on top of a bunch of the big other ones that I have drawn. I specifically wanted to make this into a phone cover because I had a feeling he would make this into his phone wallpaper. And, well, it happened. During this challenge, I could tell I haven't drawn in a long time. I'm like, oh wow, yeah. This challenge, I am not going to regret it, but wow, yeah, I haven't drawn in a while. For some reason, I was really struggling, but I really wanted to make this piece look amazing, and I personally think it came out really adorable. But yeah, I like to think this is a drawing that made me think, alright, yeah, this is day 2, you're locking in. This is gonna be a long challenge, but I know you're going to improve. And I had to keep telling myself that. So I was trying my hardest to get this out for day 2, so I wouldn't be behind. And I just felt like if I didn't get this done, then what was the point of doing this challenge? But yeah, Sea Shrubs, you're an awesome dude. You've been a wonderful friend this year. Sure, I barely got to know you until towards the end of the year, but you overall have been such an awesome person and continue to be who you are, dude. You're gonna go places, I just know it. Party early. Well, I didn't start watching her until a year ago when she started this video called the Starting a Brand New Island in 2023. Well, I personally like her videos, and it wasn't until she started making more Legends Arceus content that I got more into watching her and really enjoyed her content. She's very calm in every single video that I watch, and I absolutely love that, especially putting a video like hers in the background while I work on homework or I am working on drawing. It's just nice for me to have something nice and relaxing in the back, because sometimes I can't handle music. So putting a video on that's either long form or just about Pokemon really helps me. I'd say the way she stylizes her videos has really stuck onto me, and I wanted to try and make my videos sort of similar. The way she talks is very soothing. I thought, oh, that'd be a nice way for me to maybe make content, and I tried to stick with it, but I think it is gradually developed to more of a crazy person talking. Yes, I think I'm crazy. But no, let me get this straight. Her Skorupi era, where she was trying to hunt a shiny Skorupi in Legends Arceus, has to be one of my favorite arcs in her channel. I would just get excited every time I saw her just mention Skorupi. I'm like, oh my god, this is a hilarious Pokemon to be hunting, because one, it's a really wonderful shiny, and two, it has been taunting her for so long. I just find it so funny. It got me to the point where I wanted to hunt my own Skorupi, and well, I ended up getting a shiny Alpha Skorupi not too long after that. Sorry, Arlie. With the drawing, I wanted to add some Animal Crossing trees in the back, just to explain, hey, I've been watching you since your Animal Crossing time, but yeah, I just wanted it to be like, hey, I've been watching during this time and during your Skorupi. If you noticed, it's not everybody's favorite Pokemon, it's just Pokemon I think I connect with a lot with content creators. And sometimes it's just their favorite Pokemon, I think I had a lot of fun coloring the eyes on this one. Arlie's eyes are just really pretty, and I've never really made really giant eyes like that before. I think overall it looked good. This is when I started to do more detailed backgrounds, and it was a bit scary, but I had to push myself through this one. I'm like, alright, you're on day 3. Let's try and add some more detailed backgrounds and grass. Grass is my enemy. It is so hard for me to draw it, but you're gonna see me draw it a lot through a lot of these pieces. But yeah, with that, Party Arlie, I really love your content, and just keep doing what you're doing. Your videos really help me when I'm super stressed, I will say that. Boy, do I have a lot to say. Absolblock's Pokemon. I have been watching him in specific for 11 years. He is honestly my idol when it comes to shiny hunting. I stumbled across him when he posted his shiny Moltres from Fire Red encounter, and that's where I just ended up watching him on my mother's phone. Every time this man posts, it just feels like your favorite cartoon coming on, and you just sit down at the couch and just watch it. That's how I feel with Absolblock's Pokemon every time he posts. He can tell a really wonderful story when it comes to every single shiny hunt he does, and I just love how he tells a story, especially when he takes it outside and he vlogs. Unfortunately, this was one of the first drawings that did not get most of the footage. A lot of the coloring during this section got erased for some reason, and I don't really have an explanation other than Clip Studio or I forgot to hit play or record. That's enough about that. I really wanted to draw Absolblock's Pokemon, and I was really excited. This was probably one of the more important ones that I was like, I don't want to mess this up. I wanted to make it look amazing. And honestly, I love how it came out, and I'm really happy that Absol also loved it. Hey, just don't worry about the Oddish. I totally didn't ask Calzone to have some of his Oddish spies come and spy on you. Don't worry about it. They're just there for the photo. But yeah, I'd say recently for this year, his Safari Week 2024 video has really opened up my eyes on wanting to do more content creation, and I was like, man, I would love to do that with my friends. I would love to do that with other shiny hunters that I know. because this would definitely be an awesome event to host IRL. And I just love seeing other shiny hunters come together and hunt IRL during Safari Week. And personally, I think just Safari Week is one of my favorite events that goes on throughout the year. That and possibly Fossil Week. It's just really interesting and really fun. But yeah, I overall had a lot of fun drawing this, and yeah, I really loved how the Mountain Dew bottle came out. That has to be one of the coolest colorings that I have done. And with that, Absol, or Matt I should say, thank you for being a huge inspiration and a huge idol of mine. I'm really happy that I made this and you enjoyed it. It makes me really happy to know that I can draw these for other people, and it makes me happy seeing somebody else happy for something that I drew. And here we have one of the first members of the Nova League, Avacide. Or should I say Burvicide, because Chatot, and it's his favorite Pokemon. Okay. Avacide is pretty chill, honestly. I like to think he is possibly the calmest one out of the Nova League. Demeanor really balances out the chaotic behavior between Rando and Gremlin. Like, sure, I get it. There are times where maybe he can be a little bit chaotic, but I think he's the calm and chill one. And there was this one time I showed up to one of his very late streams. I don't even remember what happened, but I just remember it being absolutely chill and absolutely quiet for some reason, but I still had a lot of fun even though I was just like super tired while watching. I had a lot of fun drawing all the Chatot. I wanted to add a shiny alpha Chatot, but I was like, where do I add it? So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just give you a bunch of other Chatots because they're your boys, they're your little homies, you know? And I personally love the sleepy one. It was so cute and I thought it was a wonderful idea. During this challenge and during this day, I was like, okay, I hope I don't get burnt out, and I was scared I did get burnt out, but no, I pushed through, and it was during the coloring phase where I'm like, okay, no, I totally didn't fall off. I am pushing through. This is going very well. Just keep going. But yeah, I love how this turned out. I think I had a little bit of a hard time with the background, but it wasn't until like I fiddled around with the colors where I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is really cute. I like it. It's a very simple piece, but love how it came out. Overall, I love the Nova League. I didn't stumble upon them until the beginning of last year, I believe. It really doesn't feel like that when I think about it, but man, it's really been that long. I didn't think this year went by so fast, but to me it felt like it went by so slowly. Anyways, yeah, I love this piece. It's really adorable, and I think it really balances out with this character along with all the other pieces from the Nova League. Kotatsu and Unova. Well, I think it's very easy enough that I found her through Absolblog's Pokemon. I think overall her personality is just very entertaining and very wonderful. When she made her YouTube channel and when she started posting on there, well, I'd say I immediately love it. I love the art style of the thumbnails, I love the style of the videos, and I just overall love her personality. And of course, I love her taste in Pokemon. I love Totodile, and I love Entei, my favorite of the Beast Trio in my opinion. I'd say her birthday video has really inspired me to make my own birthday video. And honestly, I feel like every time I look back at mine, it feels sort of similar to hers, but just more in a sad, low quality way, you know. But overall, I just love her videos. Every time she has posted so far, it really reminds me of Applebot's Pokemon. I like it. And I also love Miho. Miho is adorable. I really wanted to incorporate her into this piece because I know how much you love Miho. I know you probably saw there was a fan feed. I really wanted to add a Hitoshi in there, but when I figured out which of the sketches I wanted to go to, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't add Hitoshi, but I'm glad that you really loved the drawing overall. I love how I stylized and drew Entei. This is not the first time I've drawn Entei. I've drawn this Pokemon plenty of times, and it's my favorite. I love Entei. And honestly, you're so real for loving the Entei movie. That movie is really good. And you know what? I need to go back and watch it again. It's a fun watch. This is sort of on topic but off topic, but I don't really see the dog in the Beast Trio. I don't really see them as dogs. I see them more as cats than anything else. I could understand your statement and your defense on Suicune being a dog, but I personally see him more as a leopard. Entei, I guess you could say is a bulldog, but I see it more as a lion. And then Raikou, where do you see this is just overall with people in general, not Kotatsu. It's just people in general have seen, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune as dogs. I see them more as cats. And I think Raikou really, puts the statement that they're cats. But that's why I call them beasts rather than dogs. Enough of that. This piece is probably the longest one I worked on. It was about 9 hours. Yeah, it took very long, but it's because I added a background that I probably should have not added, but I don't know, I got that dog in me. No, I wanted to add like a grassy field, but something in me really wanted to draw the burned tower. And that's where you see me right now, like trying to figure out, okay, I'm using the actual concept art of the burned tower that you would normally see in the Heart Gold Soul Silver, where once you enter it, you see like a nice illustrated drawing of the burned tower. And that's where I was like, you know what, let me try drawing it myself. Don't worry, I did save the actual burned tower background as a separate drawing, but I'm gonna add more things into it later on, just in the future. But for now, it's a nice background for Kotatsu because this is a Kotatsu drawing, not a burned tower drawing. But yeah, this is where I started to experiment more with my actual line art pencil that I use. And it's really good for dark shading and stuff, and I might do this more for ruined, destroyed areas, and I just love how this came out. Overall, the background took about 3 hours, and I wouldn't say I regret it, but it's just like, why did I spend so long on such a background? I have a whole day to get so many drawings done and spent 3 hours on one, but you know what, I don't regret it. I love how it came out, and I just wanted to give it a nice orange hue, because I know in a lot of the drawings that I've seen for the Burn Tower, it's during the day, and I wanted to do something during sunset, and I thought it would be wonderful, because, Entei's a fire type, Sunset, Ho-Oh reincarnated them, and, I just wanted to connect it in some sort of way. I've personally been struggling with my Entei hunt. I'm hunting it in DAs, and I'm standing in the odds, if you would say, for Entei. It's overall 103 hoping that I would phase or maybe get NT by now, but I'll keep trying. Other than that, hey Kotatsu, I really love your content, and I hope to see more from you because your videos are really fun to watch. Tales of Taylor or Polkatot. To start this off, I have no idea how I stumbled upon your channel. I like to think it was probably during the Delibird challenge. That's probably where I found you. Honestly, your content's really fun and really funny. I really enjoy it and I love it, and I love Jim. Who doesn't love Jim? I couldn't figure out what specific outfit to draw for your character, so I ended up going with that very glamoury and shiny looking djembe that you're wearing, and I think it came out perfect. But yeah, content wise and video wise, I really like it. It's very entertaining, and I just feel like it's a story that's being told, and I love it. While I was recording this, I did watch the recent Jim stream, and I'm so glad he answered some of my questions, and I very much love Jim so much now. And of course, OrchataBot. Who doesn't love OrchataBot? Yeah, I love your content. It's so funny to watch, and it's overall just a good time, and you're super chill, and I like it a lot. It's also been super insane and awesome seeing you engage with every single drawing that I've been doing every day, and I personally like it. It's fun and very much entertaining to watch. Open up Blue Sky and be like, oh my god, you commented, that's so cool. And it's just fun interacting with people that comment on my stuff. But yeah, I had a Jim. It was very hard to get that picture, but I'm so happy that I was able to incorporate Jim to this drawing. I really wanted to give that nice festive snowy look to it, and overall it was a really cute drawing I did. Taylor, just keep making those videos. They're wonderful. I love them. Hooray! Shiny Catherine is a very interesting story on how I found her. I was measly just looking for some Scarlet and Violet videos to watch. Some on like how to shiny hunt in there and stuff. And I managed to notice a pink-haired looking character with the same hairstyle as, well, my character at the time. I no longer have that hairstyle for my OC, but I was like, huh, glasses, romantic tuck hair. You know what? I gotta watch this person. And you know what? She's very, very entertaining, and I very much love her character. I love the thumbnails. I love the way she makes her videos, and it's just very fun to watch. Overall, really funny, and I love her reactions. And you know what? I love the Whoopers. I haven't seen anybody that love Whoopers so much other than Catherine, and it's perfect. And I really wanted to incorporate a Dudunsparce in there, even though I know you don't want to be the Dudunsparce person, but I thought it would have been funny. But no, I decided to add all the Whoopas. I had so many ideas for this one, but I was like, you know what if I made a very silly looking thumbnail with all the Whoopers? I wanted to add Chef Catherine in there as a reference, as one of the Whoopers wearing a chef hat, but I ended up going with this instead because I thought it would be really adorable. Overall, I really like this drawing, and I think it's really cute. And I really like the drawing, the character that I picked for Catherine. It's the one I see a lot in her thumbnails, and I was like, you know what, I'll draw that one. And color palette wise, this one's a very nice and bright one, and it really made me think, oh my god, bright colors, yes, thank you very much, is very fun to work with. Because normally I like to work with very monotone, very grayish off looking colors. I usually don't work with bright colors. It's more of like they hurt my eyes, but still. This one, nice and pastel, nice, and just, it was perfect for me. But yeah, Catherine overall has been very entertaining. I believe I found her last year, and I've just been watching her content, and it's just very fun, very nice. I'd say her hide and seek videos are very funny, and I love seeing everybody that comes in and plays hide and seek in the terrarium with her, and it's overall, it reminds me of when I hang out with my buds and we do the same thing, or we're just like grinding BP and terror raids, just, you know, for Urban Mystica and stuff. And of course, I had to add in a Wooper with a very squish face, and I tried doing this like crayon pencil look for this drawing, and I like how it came out very much. Other than that, I really loved drawing this one, and you know what, I can't wait to see more Shiny Catherine videos in the future. Blue Vector. Now, I stumbled upon Blue Vector during the Legends Arceus era. I really loved every single shiny alpha he's found, and I've grown jealous to some of the shiny alphas he has found. And I had a hard time figuring out which blue Pokemon I wanted to add, but I realized this dude has found Regigigas twice, I believe, and I think that's really insane. Of course, I gotta add the Dynamax Den. It was perfect. This drawing overall was so funny to draw, because I woke up that day and I'm like, you know what, I have a really good idea for Blue Vector. I picked Regigigas for this. I gotta draw something that has to be Guilty Gear wise, because if you don't know me, I really love Guilty Gear, and I added a drawing that referenced a screenshot from Guilty Gear's excerpt. It's a screenshot of this guy named Chip Zenith, and it's during a insta-kill cutscene with this character Dizzy, where she throws out the Gamma Ray, or I believe it's a nuke. And of course, Chip is doing the pointing with the pog face towards the explosion, and I'm like, you know what, this would be perfect, but with Regigigas and Blue Vector. And that's what inspired me to do this. And I kid you not, I was laughing for 10 minutes when I got to drawing his Pokemon trainer, and I had to like take a small break because of how much I was laughing. Overall, I love Blue Vector's videos. They're very much entertaining, and I think I've been saying that a lot for everybody. But hey, what can I say? Everybody I've been watching has just like, caught my attention. I still find it so insane that he found Regigigas in the den, since I believe that's a full odds hunt. And I have to bring this up. DA Weekend has been one of the awesome and best ideas he's came up with. I participated in DA Weekend. Didn't really mention it on my channel, but I did end up getting 2 Pokemon during DA Weekend. It was a shiny Persian and a shiny Oranguru. I was going for Entei during this time, and this is when I was still, standing in the odds. So yeah, it did not go well. But no, I'm still really, I'm excited for the next DA Weekend. It got my friend and I to stream together. If you don't know my friend Ronan, he also streams sometimes, but he's also been going for Giratina and DAs, and I mean, he's phased twice, so it's not that bad. Yeah, overall, I enjoy his videos. I enjoy the collaborations, and I enjoy seeing him with a lot of the other hunters. And how could I not forget his dino buddy, his persona? I love that so much. It's so adorable. I personally thought the face reminded me of like Wooper. I'm like, oh, this guy likes Wooper too. That's cool. No, it was a dino, and I'm like, oh, That's adorable. I think that's really cute. It was kind of hard to look for a Pokemon trainer because I wasn't sure, but I stumbled upon one of his recent videos and I saw there was a Pokemon trainer. I'm like, oh, well, I'm using that, and I definitely know who drew the thumbnail for that because I'm really good friends with them. But yeah, this piece overall, so funny, so fun to draw. I'm glad a lot of people loved it. Which is weird because this was my first time drawing Regigigas and I love how it came out. I would think Regigigas was going to be a super hard Pokemon to draw, but when I was sketching it out, I'm like, oh, it's actually really easy. And I love the pose that I put it in. It's just, oh my god, everything for this drawing came out perfect for me, and I want to do more funny ones like these that are like super detailed. But yeah, overall, love his content. Glitch. This one's very unexpected as well. But if you don't know, Glitch did recently find an Arceus. And that's why I'm drawing her with Arceus. Overall, I've been listening to Glitch's channel a lot throughout my teenage years. I'd say I started watching during Sun and Moon era because I was really into Sun and Moon. I love Gladian's theme, I love Guzma's theme, and what do you know, Glitch had some remixes, and man, I still listen to them today, and man, they go so hard. They're still my favorite ones, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Glitch's work, and it's just very soothing to listen to, and I have a lot of her music and remixes on my playlist that I just like listen to work or I'm on the road. But yeah, I noticed that she had a other channel for shiny hunting, and I saw that Arceus was one of her hunts, and I'm like, no way. During this time, I was also hunting for Arceus, so I grew a little jealous. I'm like, man, I've been hunting this one as well, but that's awesome, and such a low encounter rate as well. This piece overall was very nice to draw. I wanted to go outside my boundaries for this one, only because I did a different shading style. It was the same two-tone shading style I did, but I tried to incorporate that pencil look that I did for Shiny Catherine's to this one. I will say I love braids, so I was happy to finally draw a character with very detailed braids, and it got me excited. And Arceus on top of that, wow. Yeah, this one was insane to draw. I had to post this one really late because of how long I took. I think I took about 6 hours on this one, and I love it. I love the shading I did for Arceus too. I don't see a lot of people shade Arceus with green, so it was really refreshing for me to do that. Not to mention, this was my first time drawing Arceus, and I honestly like how it came out. It was a little hard on, the torso area with the goofy off fence, but I like how it came out. I'd say the face is a little bit harder since there's not really like a nose, a muzzle, or anything that I'm used to drawing for creatures. So overall, I had a fun time. I tried to do more of like a horse-like stature body for this one, and I wanted to make Glitch floating towards Arceus because I thought that'd be really cool. And yes, I do understand that I drew Arceus and Glitch in the Legends Arceus Hall of Origin, I believe. And I know you can only hunt Arceus in BDSP, but I really like the background I chose because, Legends Arceus, I thought it would fit better. And I also thought it would fit the colors way better than, the really bright sunset. Like I said, I'm not more of a bright colored person. I do like monotone and muted colors, but working with bright colors and then working on a new shading style for this one really made me see it in a different way. I was like, oh, okay, this looks really nice with this, and I'm glad I picked more of a cool tone for this piece. Now I understand that Glitch doesn't have white streaks in her braids on her character, but I thought it would be cool to add some white streaks since she herself, Ariel, has some white streaks in some of her braids, and I thought that'd be really interesting and different. I don't know how to explain it, but it just pops out really nicely, and it was fun to draw. Now, I'm sure you were expecting another Nova League member to be showing up anytime soon, but yeah, day 11 I picked Rando, the second member I drew for the Nova League, and honestly, very chill, yet chaotic dude himself. And a lover of Snorlax and Munchlax. Now, can I say, Munchlax and Snorlax? They're really cute and really adorable to draw. I kid you not, Rando really got me inspired to make, well, do my own Snorlax hunt, and hasn't been going well. It's only been 2 years that I've been hunting Snorlax and it hasn't shown up in Legends Arceus. Yes, I'm hunting the shiny alpha one, and yeah, it's been 2 years with a shiny charm and perfect dex. But enough of that. I really like that Rando has went for that hunt, and it took him a whole year. And I was like, man, I feel bad, but that's kind of funny. And then recently he went for Munchlax in Sun and Moon, and I thought that was really cute. And the amount of times he got distracted. Are you okay, Chief? I think this was more of the simple drawings that I did this time during the challenge. I believe I took 3 hours with this, so it was very quick. But it was awfully nice and detailed, and I was like, wow. My sketching has gone really faster, and the doodlings have been getting so much easier for me. This is when I started to realize, wow, yeah, I've improved a lot during this challenge, and I had a lot of fun. This was also my first time drawing Snorlax. I love the guy. He is adorable. And of course, one of my good friends really loves Snorlax as well, so I showed him the progress when I was drawing this one. So lovely Quango got to see it before anybody else did, because you know what, Snorlax is really awesome. I personally love that I gave Munchlax there a small orange because you know, little guy's gotta eat, he's gotta grow big and strong. And this was probably one of the first drawings that I was like, oh, I gotta draw grass again, huh? This is gonna go well, and I tried to incorporate some flowers into this one. And I think it came out really cute, and a lot of people also really like this one. I'm very happy for that. I never realized how saturated shiny Snorlax and shiny Munchlax were. I did look back at the old DS game and DS era for Munchlax in specific, because I was looking, I'm like, I feel like Munchlax looks more like Snorlax shiny-wise, and it's very odd, and yeah, but it could be a lighting situation. Other than that, they're very noticeable shinies, and I'm quite surprised. I always thought this was a very nice and subtle one, but no. And, you know, I like that for Snorlax. That's cool. Overall, I think Rando is a very chill and chaotic dude. you know, she be looking on that, on my, you know what, never mind. cut that out. But before I even started recording, I was watching some Nova League videos, 'cause I was like, you know, it's been a while, and I was watching one of the card videos they did a while back, and it's one when they were in the desert, and I didn't realize how silly of a video that was, and I'm glad I rewatched it again, because oh my god, I was laughing before I was recording any of this audio. Oh yeah, Rando, you're a chill dude. You're hilarious. Keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. I'm going to start it off as this drawing took 9 hours to finish. Gremlin from the Nova League and Ruby from the Nova League, the last two members, and well, I really wanted to go all out for this final piece. It was really hard picking what Pokemon to add to this one, but I had to go with Girafarig and Farigiraf for two of the main Pokemon in here, and of course I had to add Natu, because Natu's a little guy and it's Ruby's favorite. And I just wanted to do the thing and add Minior in all its different colors, because I remember the hunt being absolutely insane, and I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad, but it was so funny seeing that Minior show up. I also wanted to add Rowlet, but I had no idea where I wanted to put it, but I am so happy how this one came out. Unfortunately, during the progress of this one, Clip Studio, this was not my fault, Clip Studio completely erased the full drawing part when I was drawing Gremlin. So you only see the progress of everything else besides Gremlin. And I was absolutely devastated. Other than that, Gremlin has very much inspired me these last 2 years when it comes to videos. I like to think I'm on the same wavelength of this dude. I very much relate to him in many ways. I'm also unemployed, but that's not the point. He makes a lot of different characters, and he's very creative when it comes to writing. Go read Void Jumpers, by the way. Yeah, this was totally a plug-in. But anyways, I didn't realize how much I related to him in many ways. And, you know, there was a time where I wanted to write more stories about my characters. But, you know, that's more of a thing I just, you know, talk about with my friends. If I really want to talk about my characters, I will. Maybe in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I also really love his editing. It is absolutely hilarious. It's very entertaining. It's just, I can sit down and watch it and be like, I love this. I love the references. I love everything about this. This was also a reason for me to finally make Nova League fan art. I've been wanting to make some fan art for them for such a long time, and I'm so happy this challenge really made me say, okay, you're making Nova League fan art, I don't care. And I'm like, alright. I really wanted this final one to be amazing, and for this whole challenge, these whole 12 days to, you know, go out with a bang. And it makes me so happy that people love this, even to the point where Gremlin's mother, his own mother, made a Blue Sky account to just tell me how much she loved the drawing of her son. And I was stun-locked. I think that's a huge flex, and I thought that was really awesome. I remember posting that, getting off Blue Sky, because I was absolutely tired from drawing, and I was like, you know what, I need to take a break. And I was in a call with my friends because they were playing Lethal Company, and I was just sitting there vibing and drawing, and I was like, oh my god, I spent 9 hours on this. Yeah, I was tired, and then I opened up Blue Sky 10 seconds later, and then I see, oh my god, I really like this drawing. And then it from there it was like a domino. It was like dominoes, you know? But overall, I love the drawing. This drawing makes me so happy. I love how I drew Ruby. I love how I drew Gremlin. And I really love how the Farigiraf came out. I'm probably gonna make this my wallpaper because it's that cool, honestly. But yeah, I think the Nova League is just really awesome. I think Gremlin is just an amazing person in general. He's so creative, and it is insane how fast he has grown as a PokeTuber, and along with his friends, and it's just overall insane where this dude has gone in the past 2 years, and I want to see more Nova League videos get better and better. Other than that, Gremlin, the whole Nova League, keep doing what you're doing because you guys are awesome. I think this one is one that nobody expected. I've been keeping this drawing secret to a lot of people. There's only a few people that know about this secret drawing that I did, but I wanted to do a little bit of an introduction about myself. So without further ado, hi, my name is Sketch is Not Home, or Sketch has Stayed Home, or you can just call me Sketch overall. I am more new to the shiny hunting community, but I've been lurking and hiding for the past my whole life, honestly. I love Pokemon in general, if it's not obvious as of now. My favorite Pokemon being Superior, and it's been my favorite Pokemon since Pokemon Black and White came out. My first ever Pokemon was a Typhlosion. I played Pokemon Soul Silver as my first game, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But that's not exactly where I got introduced to Pokemon. Actually, my cousin introduced me to Pokemon when he brought out his Game Boy. I believe he was playing Pokemon Yellow at the time, and he had a Wartortle, and I thought that was really cool. And I was like, whoa, what is that? I want to play it. He's like, oh, it's Pokemon. Here, you can press a few buttons if you want. You can attack with this. And from there, in the Pokemon anime, I fell in love with this franchise. But it wasn't until Sun and Moon where I fell in love with shiny hunting in specific. I learned about chain hunting with SOS encountering, and from there I was like, oh, this is really cool, but I don't think I'd be a shiny hunter. And of course I tried. During the time I wanted to get a shiny Rockruff because I love dogs and still love dogs overall, but I also love cats as well, so I'd say I'm more of a fox person. You know, get the best of both worlds. And I wouldn't say it's not my first shiny hunt. It was my first shiny hunt, but it wasn't my first shiny. I got the Rockruff in 50 encounters exactly because I was so excited and I was counting and drawing on paper at the time for keeping count of how many encounters that I had gotten this Rockruff. But my first ever shiny was a shiny Farfetch'd back in Pokemon Soul Silver. During the time, I was trying to grind out experience points for my Typhlosion. And well, the only best place I knew was near the Safari Zone where you could only encounter Farfetch. And well, lo and behold, I ended up encountering the pink duck. I still have it to this day, and it's just happily sitting in Pokemon Sword. Other than that, I've been drawing my whole life. I've been drawing Pokemon, and I would always just get one of those handbooks, and I would just constantly draw each Pokemon that I wanted to draw in the book that I had. And of course, Superior was one that I drew a lot, along with Snivy. And oh boy, I love Snivy so much. But yeah, drawing has been a thing of a forte that my whole life, and I personally love it. I used to actually be a traditional drawer for the longest, but I've moved to digital once 2019 came around, and yeah, I think my art has very much improved during that time. And overall this year, it's been very wonderful, and I've improved a lot. My favorite shiny overall is Umbreon. I loved Umbreon as a kid, and I love Umbreon now. It's still my favorite shiny. I understand the only things that change about it is the yellow rings and the eyes, but something about that blue and yellow contrast is beautiful. You would think that Serperior would be my favorite shiny, but it's weird that I really don't like Serperior shiny. It's too vibrant for me. But I like Snivy shiny. It's nice and teal. My character is actually a combination of a lot of things that I loved and, see as myself as. The leather jacket is something that has been with me most of my life, and it actually came from a OC of mine. And I ended up incorporating it into my design probably 2 or 3 years ago. The pants are something recent, and well, the hairstyle had actually changed. I cut my hair this year, and well, a lot of you don't know, but I used to have really long hair that was down to my knees, but I decided to cut it this year as, I wanted to change for the better. I felt more positive about myself, and from there it just spiraled to like this year being so wonderful, and I wanted this video to be my last video for this year because I wanted to end it off with a bang. Now for the horns and the tail, well, I'm a huge fan of drawing demons, so I wanted to draw my character with some horns and a tail. Tail is actually an inkwell pen if you didn't know, from the ends of it, and that's why I really like my persona and how it came out, and along with the Pokemon that I chose, because of course I had to add the Snivy line, and well, I wanted to add Umbreon as well because it's my favorite shiny and it's a Pokemon that I really enjoy. Other than that, I actually did get my dream shiny. Since Umbreon has been my dream shiny for my whole life, I ended up getting this Umbreon during PLA. I was specifically hunting whatever I could find, mainly like a shiny alpha or whatever. And then when I found an Eevee outbreak, that's when I found a shiny female Eevee that I ended up taking to Volo and sweeping him with. Yes, this Umbreon sweeped Volo. I didn't have to use any other Pokemon. I started off with a Zoroark at the beginning, but yeah, this Umbreon was like, I take offense to that. You took down one of my friends, I'm gonna take down your whole squad. And she did, and I think she's a girl boss for that. I did want to add Mareep, because Mareep is another of my favorite Pokemon that I have a huge bond with. But of course there are legendaries I also wanted to add, but I couldn't add every single one. I had to add Serperior because she's my number one and I love her dearly. Overall, I just really like shiny hunting. I've gotten into it in the past 4 years and I don't plan to stop. I love doing this hobby and I love editing and I love drawing, especially for people. If I didn't choose to, like I said at the beginning of this video, if I didn't choose to go to Eternal Radiant server, I don't think I'd be making this video now. I don't think I'd be drawing this. I don't regret anything that I did this year. And as you can see, I drew Mew because that is my favorite mythical Pokemon. Other than that, I really appreciate everybody that has been watching my content. Supporting me on the other platforms that I'm on. It's really making me happy, and I don't want to sound emotional like any other YouTuber that gets emotional during their videos, but no, seriously, this whole year has been so amazing, and I really want next year to be just as amazing. I want to thank my subscribers as well. I'm very glad there's been like a drop of 200 more people in here, and I really appreciate it. It makes me really happy. I do have a video coming out about my Articuno. It'll probably be posted during January, I don't know. But I know next year is going to be really hectic since I'm still in community college and I'm still planning to try and go to an art college, but really it's what time will tell on how things are going to work out. But enough of that. I hope all of you really enjoyed this this challenge, these drawings. It was super fun. I really wanted to get this video out during Christmas, but you know, you can't be perfect, and it's okay. I'm glad I was able to get it out today. Yeah, I'm recording this the same day it was posted. All of this was obviously not scripted. I did not write any of this. This is just coming from the heart. It coming from my 3 a.m. brain. But thank you, everybody. I really had fun making this video. I had fun throwing hints here and there for some people. Some people got to see sneak peeks, but I will not say. But hey, maybe next year I will do this challenge again, because I had a lot of fun doing this, and it really gets my art out there, and it really shows the kind of person I am, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, that's enough about this. Go have fun. I took up a bunch of your time. I took a whole hour. But no, go have fun. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.